The owner of a floating home is fighting for recognition by Singer Island, facing off with residents who think he'll open waterway development that they do not want to see. Michelle Quesada live in Riviera Beach to explain. Michelle.
Well, Michael, city council members have extended the meeting several times tonight. They have not voted on whether to grant or deny Fane Lozman an address for his property. More than 20 residents from Singer Island stood in front of the council asking it not to grant Lozman an address. If you remember, Lozman has been fighting to get his floating home recognized for several years. His last home was seized by the city. He took that case to the Supreme Court and won. The judge, a court deciding that a floating home is not a vessel. Now, Lozman says he's not giving up until his floating home is recognized as a residence by the city of Riviera Beach. There's a new home that's popped up or floated onto Singer Island.
I towed that up here and the city has gone nuts.
Fane Lozman says his floating home is here to stay, but he's not getting the warm welcome he hoped for.
We need help. We want this stopped.
Lozman says he owns 25 acres of unfilled waterway north of the Palm Beach Isles community. He wants to develop a floating community.
And all these houses used to be just like this, just open water. All we're asking to do is what these guys are doing.
But the tide is rising against him. Jack Fairbrother is among the residents who say there's no place for floating homes among the $400,000 to $3 million waterfront homes on the island.
We believe that the property values will lessen considerably.
He started a petition to stop Lozman. It highlights concerns for what floating homes could do to the marine life.
This is just black muck. No manatee can swim in here. It's so shallow.
Fairbrother says there are too many unanswered questions. Lozman says he wants his property recognized, given an address so he could be a part of the Singer Island community.
I'd like to get an address for my taxes, for my homestead exemption. Floating homes are the way of the future.
Now, Lozman says he is entitled to get an address for the dry land, the property that he owns. We will give you an update once that vote commences. For now, we are reporting live in Riviera Beach. Michelle Quesada, WPTV News Channel 5.